It's the key to freestyle or dynamics, like almost like you need to if you're gonna do a static competition against advanced athlete. It's simple but not easy.
Yeah. This is Daniel Flairfield, calisthenics judge, competition host, business owner, and probably the most passionate calisthenics freestyle athlete I know. He's got so much knowledge surrounding combinations, things you can start learning now before you leave it too late. So let's get straight into it. So from your experience, I think you've done a bit of judging, a bit of hosting at calisthenics competitions. How does it work? Like for you, for most of the ones you've been to, what are the different categories in the competition and how do they work? How are they judged?
You have statics, you have power dynamics, you have combinations, and then you have dynamics. Did I say dynamics?
I think
statics,
so.
Dynamics, power dynamics, and combo. Yeah, those four.
Okay.
So each one, like power dynamics is like planche push-up, front lever pull-ups, handstand push-up. Then we have dynamics as swing 360, 540, shrimp flip, ganger. Then we have statics is planche, front lever, and all of those statics hold. And then we have combinations, and this is a bit different for each competition. Some judge that you need to do 2 statics and 2 dynamics to be counted as a combo, but all competitions are different. And some competitions has also another category, and that is like creativity. World of Bar Heroes had that as, I think, creativity as a category. And that is like, how creative can you be in your combos, a new trick that you just invented or whatever, something that somebody has not seen. So yeah, those are like, I think the most basic when it comes to freestyle. But then we have reps, we have statics competitions only, and we have like the CrossFit category-ish, but calisthenics where you just do, let's say 20 pull-ups, 20 dips, and you move on to one exercise after the other and do that as fast as possible. So it's a broad subject, depending on what category you're competing.
Generally, at what level would you say someone knows when they should compete? Like, is it just when they feel confident, or when they have a certain number of skills, or what would you kind of say is like a good time to start thinking about competing?
If we start with this, if you look at any other competition or where you compete, let's say soccer, not football, like where Cristiano Ronaldo plays soccer.
We call it football. Yeah.
Oh yeah, football. Yeah, we call it football in Sweden. If you just started, let's say you've done it for 6 months, you could play, but you would suck. You would not be good if you're not talented, maybe. But then you don't start at a pro level. People have been doing it for years, right? You start at a lower level division, because there's so many football players. That's why you can do it. You can have like 100 levels. You started at the bottom and then you get yourself up. But in calisthenics it's hard because there's not so many players in the game in calisthenics. So, but I would say like this, to make it easy or find the easy answer. It's not an easy answer to begin with, because it's so many factors that depends. First of all, how talented you are. If you are born also into the sport, like your body's meant to do this, or you have the genetics, because some have genetics to really do this sport and some have more struggle. You can still learn a lot and be good, but the talented one, if he works hard, he will learn it faster. So I would say for a beginner, first of all, build the strength. Some people think that freestyle is nothing about strength, it's only momentum and blah, blah, blah. If it was like that, everyone would do it. If it was that easy, it is not. Not so many people can do a front roll or whatever. Yeah, they can learn, but okay, do a muscle up, front row and swing and all. Your ligaments and joints and shoulders and all needs to be prepared. You need to be ready. If you just hang in your limbs, it will not be good. So that's, I would say, like, learn some pull-ups, maybe 5 to 10. Learn some toes to bar, push-ups, dips, Maybe not necessarily muscle up. I would say it's not necessary, but a pullover. Okay, you have a base. Start with the swing as well. Do a just normal swing. A good swing is the key to freestyle or dynamics.
Yeah.
Then we have the dynamic muscle up. It's different than the let's say strict muscle up, because dynamic muscle up is just a transition to other moves. It's a simple way to get up over the bar without wasting energy. That front roll, like it's the basic moves of the basics, just to build, so you don't need to think of those things when you learn swing 360, shrimp, the 540. You have the base, so now you only need to focus on the actual skill. So for somebody that wants to compete, I would say the skill, first of all, the strength that I mentioned, but the skills, learn swing, maybe swing 180. Then we have dynamic muscle up, front roll. Those four, if I gonna mention some, have as a base to learn the body control when you're upside down and so on. And then move on to skills that you want to learn that you will enjoy. So let's say you want to start, okay, you want to do a rotation and catch the bar, swing 360. Learn that. And maybe you find a trick like, hey, I like this. Let's learn it. But don't think that you're going to do a 900 or like double 360 directly.
Yeah.
That's people have the mentality of like, hey, you want I jump into the hardest move. Start with the base. It's not fun. I understand that, to not know the best tricks in the beginning, but you gotta start somewhere. It's not like people are doing full planche when they start a planche journey.
But you said for freestyle, you have those moves that are probably a good basis to start, you know, get yourself out there. You know, you said like soccer players, you've got to start somewhere. So what about for statics? Is there a certain basis you think is like that's a good place to start? Like, yeah, what skills would you say?
So for the freestyle, it's the dynamics. Of course, statics will be an important role if you want to get higher points in competition, because it's the combination, it's two categories that is missing if you don't have statics. But statics often take longer, often, not always, but often. It depends on what you enjoy most. You maybe enjoy statics more than freestyle because you may be more afraid of the freestyle, like the dynamics, than the statics. So it all depends. You can start either the statics first and be super strong, really good, nice, and then add some freestyle stuff, or the other way around. Yeah. But for the freestyle, I would say at least a back lever, at least, so you have some static hold. L-sit, just the L-sit. It's now we're talking beginner level. L-sit. Yeah. For the planche in front, you don't do progressions in the competition. You don't do advanced tuck as a hold in a competition. So that would not count. So at least a straddle if you gonna do a front lever, or at least a straddle in a planche. I would say that. Okay. But then we have 90-degree planche that you can hold. That's a move that many beginners start with, or elbow, elbow planche.
Elbow lever.
Yeah, elbow lever. Elbow lever. But it all depends on the category. If you're gonna start out, yes, elbow lever, back lever, L-sit, perfect. And then add the dynamics, add the combination, you're good to go.
What should you be doing the day of the competition to kind of optimize your chances of success and winning, or doing just the best you can do? What kind of things the day of the competition do you think is like that's probably like people should be doing this?
Okay, it's hard to say. Like, one thing I need to make clear, so many are thinking that it's one way for everyone. It's not that. Some people would be so chilled, you're like, is this competition day for you? Some will be so stressed, sweaty, shaking. It's their, like, that's how they respond to a competition, how they are. The more experience you have, the better you get at it. That's the thing. The first, second, third, fifth, sixth, you're still super nervous. But at the day of the competition, I would say the day before as well, you need to chill. You have done all the work that is necessary. You can't change shit. Like, you're gonna be there. You have the strength you have, right? You have done the skills that you've trained for. If it's not like you decided to compete the day before, but you have already practiced on everything. So the day the competition is there, you just need to, okay, I can't change anything. I will do what I've done in my practices now. Hopefully I'll be in a good form. I will feel good. If not, I will keep fighting. It doesn't matter. But sleep. First of all, sleep. And also eat, relax, take it easy. Don't use your energy so many hours before, like sitting there hyping music. You know, I've seen people sit there for 5-6 hours before. I'm like, dude,
Really?
Do it 1 hour before. It's not like you're going to the practice and you in the morning you're like, oh, let's go, I'm gonna hype myself up all day until I gonna do the workout. It's like 1 hour before the workout, you put the headphones, right? You get in the mood, you go to the workout, you warm up, boom, you're ready, right? It's different. Some you were in the competition, you saw some people chill, laugh, have fun, and some were, oh shit, well, it's my turn soon, you know. So it's all different, but everyone needs to find their own way. And if you competed less than 5 times in your life in any competition, you don't know, you have no experience. I've done kickboxing, I've done soccer, football, I've done calisthenics. I'm a bit more used to the competition, how to prepare and so on from other sports, but most people don't have that in calisthenics. One thing that I can add is put yourself in your mind, okay, see yourself do all the stuff that you're gonna do on the stage. You see the stage, okay, I'm gonna do this, there, boom, boom. See yourself doing it before you do it and be like, okay, that's what I practice in the gym, I'm gonna do here at this place, boom. And you just think a bit, okay, that's good, that's nice, I know what to do, I know where to go, I'm not gonna panic, I have the time, I've planned everything, and that's it. I know it sounds maybe easy, but okay, it is, how do you say it? It's simple, but not easy.
Yeah. What would you say when you're planning your routine? How do you plan it out? Like, how do you know what skills you want to go for the most points, and also how many? Like, do you have to have backups and so on?
Okay, so first of all, so many people, beginners and the people that are starting to compete, they want to play the game. They want to be at the competition, right? But they don't read the rules. How are you gonna win the game or get points if you don't know the rules? Like, you need to know the rules before you even get started. So you know, okay, let's say if it's sudden death, if it's like sudden death, it's one more round. Okay, I need to have that in mind. If I have one more round, I might do this, or I have this skills depending on what he's strong in, whatever. I'm gonna do this. So first of all, number one, read the rules, because so many good athletes are losing competitions and the first place because they don't read the rules. If you look at the world championship as well, read the rules. You get so much higher points. You know, you can't do same skill twice. People do it 5 times, so they don't get any points for the other 4 if they don't change, like, to the floor, to the parallels, to straight bar. They do on parallels. They don't get any points for that planche.
Yeah.
So first of all, read the rules. That's the most important thing if you're gonna play the game. So when you know the rules, then you can prepare. If it's a 2-minute round, okay, you prepare for a 2-minute round. If it's battle, you prepare for the battles. You know how many seconds there are. Okay, let's say you're planning to have 5 combos, 6 combos that you can choose from. Work on them. Don't try to freestyle it in the mid competition to do something you have never done before. Do what you have practiced and do that. So, and also it's hard for you if you just the day before jump in the to the competition.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you do things like that, also you might get scared of competing because you feel like, hey, am I not good? But then you forget that you haven't prepared. You think that you have, but you haven't. You haven't prepared for a competition. You're prepared to learn a skill, or learn one skill, or not a full planche, to handstand push up to 90 degrees. Like, you have not planned for that. You have not worked on that. So it's number one, read the rules and play the game as the rule says, and then you might get higher points. Because I've seen people do Malteses and crazy stuff, but they don't hold the seconds, they lose the points, they don't get the points. And they're like, hey, why didn't I win? I'm stronger than him, her, whatever. I'm like, yeah, this. Here are the points you lost. Oh no, I held. Okay, here's the video. And they're like, okay, next time I'll read. I didn't read the rules. I'm like, yeah, I know. I can see it in your performance. So read the rules, start with that, and it will be much easier to plan. If you know, okay, if I have a big chance to go through, I know it's another battle, okay, you might do the same things, it's okay. Then you just need to have okay, I'm gonna do the same things, it's okay. I don't have time to learn new skills or new combos. It is okay if you are new.
Yeah. What would you say would be like the top 3-4 skills that you'd need to have for an advanced statics competition?
Okay. Top 3 skills. First of all, you need to have the base, like always, like planche, front, and even Victorian. That's like almost like you need to, if you're gonna do a static competition against advanced athletes. But then almost all of the advanced athletes that are in the static competition are doing some sort of Maltese. Some sort. If it's on the straight bar, parallettes, even, I don't know if it's called, I don't know the name, but you hold the P bars like this. And
just like kind of like a neutral grip.
I can't remember the name, but anyways, it's Maltese. We have and also every static move, maybe not Maltese, but the planche and the front lever you should be able to do a power dynamic skill. That means a pull up or a push up in a planche or front lever. But I would say the front, of course, front lever, hold us super steady, clean. Maltese, if advanced, that's almost a no-brainer. Victorian also, and planche.
Okay, how about the same thing but for freestyle? So now we're doing dynamics as well, kind of everything. You're doing again advanced. What things would you say, okay, you have to have that skill at least down or confident, or this skill is one you should be including? How about freestyle?
Count it as a start base for the advanced freestyle. I would say as a base, trim flip 540, double 360 maybe, Ganger, those 4 as a base, to be able to do combinations, because the combinations to one skill to the other is the thing that is the hardest. You go from a double 360 to a Ganger to a baby giant 540, like those are that's the beauty of the freestyle. When you see the combination, the flow, it's so magnificent. But then some people, now it's the level is getting higher. If you want to get to top 3, if you're talking top 3, you need to be crazy. You need to have a crazy flow, good flow, clean. And people like front ice ball, it's a front flip re-grab. It's starting to be a normal thing. Or front flip re-grab to a Ganger, to double Ganger. It's double 540 to double Ganger.
Craziness, crazy.
And then, you have the giants, and now you see people do giants to dislocate, to some spin. You know when an athlete is advanced in freestyle, because if your jaw is like that open and you're watching, if you see somebody do a 360 and some front roll, you're like, oh, cool, nice, good job. But when you're standing like this and be like, what? Damn, then you know, okay, this is another level.
Okay, that's a good kind of baseline or reference point where your jaw's dropping, you know you're getting towards that skills advanced. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, and even I went to a competition last week. Yeah, there were a couple people like that where it was just like, yeah, everyone is just so hyped, your jaw drops. That's something I really like about the freestyle, because there's that energy. Statics, depending on what someone does in statics, sometimes there's that same energy. But freestyle, there's always really, like, you've got the music, the dynamic skills, the flow.
The thing is, with the hype and so on, it all depends on the person. Let's say like this. Melnick, do you know who Melnick is?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah. He has such charisma on the stage. And you can see he goes with the music, let's say the freestyle. So you recognize him and you remember him. But if somebody, you can be crazy, you do your statics and you don't show it to the people in a way. It's not the same hype. You gotta say hi to the audience in a way and show them that you know that they're there, and you're gonna show that you're gonna give them a show. You're gonna be crazy here. You can do that in statics as well. You just gotta learn how to perform that way. How to bring out the charisma in a way.
Okay. I had a question about this as well. So we're touching on so many things. My question is, even though statics is statics, so you're only really focused about the holds, what about transitions? What transitions would you think is good to kind of throw in just to show you have things under control? To give a bit more to your routine? Like, is there any like freestyle transitions that you think, okay, it's not too like draining on your energy, but it really helps your flow?
Okay, let's say like this. You do a full planche on the straight bar, and the next move you're gonna do is a front lever. Okay, directly, you're not gonna jump down. So most people, what they do the full planche, they go just down directly and hold, right?
Yeah.
What if you do a like second of pause and be like to those being there, hey, you know, let's go, and then you go. It's it's such a small thing, but you're just showing, hey, I see you, time to see me, hey, applaud, like give me some energy, not in a cocky way, but in a nice, like, hey, come on, let's go. And let's say you do also, you're going into a planche. You know, okay, I'm gonna do the planche. I have it. You'll be like, okay. In the start, you'll be like, okay, let's go. You just open your arms, invite people. It's a thing that people will remember. It's the small thing. Look at those who are the best at performing, and you remember who they are, what they are doing. It's the same. License. He directly in the beginning shows he's here. Time to go. You know, show the power. Some are just going to the stage, waiting. Okay, your time has started. Full time.
Yeah, that's how I feel I was. I felt like, just to the bars. Okay, time to do it. Yeah. What static moves do you feel like, when thrown in, they really up your routine? Which ones do you think are for you as you? Just personally for yourself, do you feel like, if you throw in just those few statics, it really changes and puts your routine on a different level?
Okay, for a freestyle, it's like a throw in a simple front lever in mid combo. It's powerful because it's, for some, okay, it's easier than others, but it's powerful to just, let's say you land a ganger and be like, boom, you hold it, and then you go up to a planche, hold that, and then you continue with your freestyle. That's powerful because you're showing it, you're not doing it in the end, like many do. They do the freestyle, blah, 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 and then in the end, they finish with the statics because it's easier in a way, because you don't need to focus on this freestyle. because you get dizzy, you lose power, and so on. So if you throw in just the basic front lever in mid combo, planche mid combo, but it's hard, it's not easy to do it. But that's level up. That is gonna level up your game. Maybe a one arm back lever as well. But it all depends how clean it is, so it's not like a meat hook variation where you're just leaning to
really
on the shoulder. So those stuff, it doesn't need to be complicated to get it to a new level. Just need to put it in a different way than most people.
Thanks for watching, guys. I've got so many more great pieces of advice from Daniel, because we talked even more about calisthenics and even about his plancher journey. So if you want to hear more content from him and me speaking about calisthenics, then please leave a like on this video, because I know that then you want that kind of content. So guys, I'll catch you in the next one. I've been the Jack Vegan, and I'll see you there.